We have a deck profile here for Alex Blandin's +1/+1 coin deck.
To know his path YouTube? Alright, let's begin. 2 Sasuke solo attitudes. He's big. I only play 2 though because I have the 4-drop Sasuke. Gets 2 prizes. Staple 0. 3 Kisuke, another staple 0. It's a fire lightning deck. He meets the symbols. He's great for aggro or stalling aggro. 3 Sages. This is one of the main cards in the deck. It's a draw engine. It even has burst too, so like if they play a 3-0 and you're lucky enough to burst a 4 or above, you can send out. You can even get over solo attitude if you're really, really lucky and you rip your 6-drop.
You've done that like 4 times.
I do. I know, but still. Gamma, another staple fire lightning 0-drop. He's big. He helps aggro early game.
He's really good on Nice Guy Pose, goes up to a 5.
2 Karen, this is to heal guys if they get injured.
Rush.
I play Simul Strike too, so I can go Simul Strike your guy and then heal. So
Same with
basically, your guy took a damage for no reason. 2 Fish because it draws a card. It can still jump, like if you don't have a Jutsu in your hand and you just have Chakra sitting there. It helps rush and it keeps your hand presence up. 3 Sukato because he's huge. He gets bigger every time he sends out. He generates a +1/+1 coin, so I can draw a card for Sage. And if you Nice Guy Pose him, he's even bigger. 3 Rock Lee. He gets a free +1/+1 coin every turn. I mean, it costs a Chakra, but that doesn't matter. You get bigger every single turn. He's a 4/3 if you put the coin on him. I don't have any wind cards. I did have Hotaru, but I cut her, so the wind effect is basically useless.
And you generate draw power.
Well, yeah, but it's plus. That's self-explanatory. 2 Onkos. This bitch is amazing. She is one of the best 3-drops in the format, in my opinion. You can chain the burst to her put-and-play effect, so you can put whatever you want on top, and she's just huge, and she filters every single turn. You can choose what you want to put on top. It's even good, say they have pain, and you want to keep a card in your hand, you go, oh, activate Onko, put it away, or just draw an extra card every turn to see what's on top. 1 of Obito because I didn't want to play 3 Onkos. She's really good and all, but I wanted like a tech card and diversity. Yeah, he was kind of it. He negates the Jutsu by a 3-drop, which is really great because all the
powerful with all 9 of your Jutsus.
Yeah, you Simul Strike, he gets bigger. You Dragon Flame, he gets bigger.
On Lion's Mane, he's a head ninja most of the time.
1 of Hidan because if he's easy. As soon as you draw him, you can just
easy done. Inkfish.
Well, anyway, you can put him to the discard. He comes in play. You can crack him into curse mode. He still goes to discard. So if they kill your curse mode, you just bring him back out again.
The only way to kill curse mode is Tetragram.
1 of Sasuke because I play 2 Soul Attitudes. He's a big Aptal 4-drop. So you can crack Tadonzo with the lower one and then just put him in play. Cracking Susanoo is an extra effect. I just like him because he's a big 4-drop, to be honest, and he can get coins on it.
And if you need, you can Danzo if he gets him there, and he becomes huge.
And then he also cracks with this guy, who I think is also one of the best 5-drops in any fire deck. He's amazing. He comes in play, he kills a guy, and what some people don't know is he cracks with the Sage, because the Sage is my guy to make my guy Kakashi that is absolutely ridiculous. He scores with Sasuke too. And can crack into Danzo, of course. And a 1 of 3rd Hokage because he's the best 6-drop. He's one of the best 6-drops ever made, in my opinion.
Yes, I would say Dry Instructor's better. First Hokage, and I would say in Dreams form when he was better, but now he's
This guy is ridiculous. They block, you eat 2 of their Chakra, you place a -1/-1 coin. Now, he wasn't as good in the last format because a KNS would protect from the -1 coin, and that would make the whole effect fizzle. There's nothing to protect now. They have, like, Gaara, so if the only way they're going to win is if their 6-drop is Gaara, but he's much better anyway.
Or if you both have 3rd and they have...
Alright, next is the missions.
Jutsus.
Jutsus? You want to do Jutsus
Yeah.
next? Alright. 3 Dragon Flame, stapled fire card, one of the best Jutsus in the format, early game.
The Zakla Flame, Dragon Flame's the format, just so you know. Not Hotaru.
Simul Strike, it's like a mini Dragon Flame, and it's great because it draws a card. If you have a useless ninja sitting on the board, you can just go, alright, I'll get rid of him, draw a card, and injure one of your guys. With Karen, I can heal and just give their guy damage for free, basically.
Yeah, if you kill it, you draw a card.
This is one of the best negations ever made. Look at this
card.
This card is a staple.
First
if you play
off,
Lightning, you play this card.
Playset. Secondly, this card is snapped.
This card is absolutely ridiculous. Even if they don't have a Jutsu, card is an instant crit.
You give it
I
damage and
guarantee
get
you will
+5
not
on it.
find a situation where you cannot crit with this if you're not negating a jutsu. If you give them a damage and get +5, if your guy's the head, you're critting them. That's
Yeah,
the
unless
end
you
of
like
that.
chump block.
And it can negate a jutsu with 2 or more specific symbols, which
Dragon
Flame itself and other big guys. You can't negate tetragrams, but other big jutsus,
Yeah. You can't negate.
which are all popular.
You can't
in this
negate
format.
spontaneous tree, can you?
Yes, you can. It's 2
Oh,
Earth.
yeah. It's only if it's less cards and it becomes 0, but you can still negate it.
No. This card's cost can be paid
I
as
know,
0.
you can still
This
pay it,
card,
I know, you
yeah,
can still negate
you
it.
can still negate it regardless.
Yeah.
Nice Guy Pose, this is another one of the main cards in the deck. This is a really good 1-drop mission because it allows you to aggro early game. It turns Gamma into a 5, it turns Tsukato into a 5 as soon as he swings. It makes Soul Attitude a 6.
It builds
and
chakra
it draws
for
a card.
Inkfish.
Yeah, it builds chakra and it draws a card, so you're not completely getting a -2 there.
And if you play and chain jump your Inkfish, if you already have enough chakra, you draw a card, and then you can put a coin on the Inkfish and use a 3/3, and then you draw a card for the Nice Guy Post too.
One of Inar's Decision. This is going to go to 2. I'm going to cut a Sage Training for this. This card is good for low game consistency because I need a low game draw card, like a turn 2 mission. And if you want to charge a non-ninja card, you can get a plus coin. 3 New Order. This is also one of the best missions in the format because in a format where there's so much mission negation, you can't build chakra, especially where there's no leech. With counter missions, that's the only way you can really build. That's the only sure way to build chakra now because of all the other mission negations. So the only way to build chakra is mission negation, and it stops all their big missions. It stops everything. Warhawk, negate. Even if you go first and they play Nice Guy Pose on turn 2, you can even negate that. And if you negate like a Sage Ring, you draw a card. Just absolutely amazing.
Or NVS.
NVS too. If that's
Or if
possible.
someone's playing the
I
strongest
haven't tested
Genians.
that yet, so I don't know. Who would play the strongest Ganon? Come on. 3 Warhawk. I'm not even going to explain this. I'm just not going to waste your time.
That's the genre explanation.
Yeah. 2 Sage Training. I'm going to put this to 1. This is for late game recursion, so I can charge the guys like my 1 of 6 drop, my 3rd Hokage, who I can pay for any cost in the deck, and then just pick them up later. I had 2 in here originally, so I could loop them, but I want the low game consistency, so I'm probably just going to take out 1 for another Inari's Decision, and then just keep 1, because I didn't really loop it that as much as I thought I would.
For squads, you don't have Hidan, so.
Hidan Curse Mode, Kashi Sasuke, and Where Are You, Mr. Broken? This card is ridiculous. You can crack your useless put and play Kakashi and your Sage, and this thing is a 9/5. You get 2 battle phase, and anytime it wins a victory, you snipe a damage to a guy.
Before Showdown.
Before Showdown. Not that that makes a huge difference.
It
but
could. I mean, power already goes in, but you can
It
still
doesn't matter.
play
No hand cost either, so you can put this in anything. Like, you could play the 4-drop Kakashi and the Sage and just splash this into anything.
And
Absolutely
also
amazing.
2 Danzos is also in your squad deck.
And
They're
2
in my
Danzos.
deck list, that's all.
Let's see if I have a Danzo.
No,
in
they're
here.
in my deck.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Danzo. For the sideboard, I have 2 Sabrus. These were originally in the main board. I took them out just so I could up consistency. They weren't bad in the main board. They actually tested really well.
Yeah. They're pretty
I was switching between this card and Sabaru. This card, the advantage of Sabaru is a ninja if you miss a drop and it's on element. This card, though, shuts down all their effects since I don't really
I
have
didn't
any.
like that.
I like this card because it has no hand cost. It builds like that odd chakra. And I don't really have any effects that trigger on their turn. I have like Anko and 3rd Hokage if they want to attack into it. But that's really it. This shuts down all their effects. I like this card. The counter to the deck is Karen. This card, as a cost, removes any coin of any type, so you can even take the coin off your own Kisuke, or if they play Nice Guy Pose, you remove the coin. If you're attacker, though, you have priority, so say they have a coin and they have Sage, you go activate or effect, it's a cost to remove the coin, they can't activate Sage. And on top of that, the card gets a -1/-1 as long as this resolves.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So, like, I was playing against this deck, and they used Rock Lee, making him a 4/3, and I removed the coin and gave him a minus coin and made him a 2/1, so...
The rest, I haven't decided on the rest of the sideboard yet. I have no idea really what's going to be that popular in this meta. I'll probably side against Earth. That's my deck profile. Thanks, like, comment, subscribe.